Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you my members Napalm and TKS and COTS and our Patreons Interceptor, Richardson, Rupert, Danny Cage and Big Up. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Thank you the 12,000 subscribers. Let's keep going guys. We're trying to hit 15k until the end of the year. And yeah, thank you guys. And let's get going. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what's next for rank 8 aviation. Not right now, obviously, but in the next year, basically, in a general sense. I will probably do a more in-depth video when the patch is actually released, which is probably tomorrow. But still, I wanted to start the conversation a little bit here. Because we have some things confirmed that are probably coming next year. They didn't confirm when they are coming, but they confirmed that they are coming. So, for example, better F-16s for the US, for Israel, an F-16 for Italy, the Tornado ADV for the UK and probably Italy as well. So we have many things coming for many nations, right? And another thing is that Anton, or I think, or BVVD said on that interview that I told you guys about, I think on Saturday, that they are planning to actually breach the rank 8 and kind of spreads it out with different types of aircraft there. So we can see that already happening with the anti-ship version of the Tornado IDS for Germany. And I think we will see more of that. Okay, so I think the first thing is that don't expect us to be like until the end of next year with 5th generation aircraft, obviously, or I don't know, 90s aircraft with Fox 3s, right? I mean, it can happen, the Fox 3s and stuff and 90s stuff, but I think it's just very, very, very highly unlikely. The thing that is likely is that they will take their time and basically, it's not like drop feed us, but still, it's kind of, as I said, spreads the types of aircraft being added a little bit out, okay? So we can expect, for example, as I said, the Tornado ADV, which is an interceptor for the UK and Italy, but they already had the IDS, right? We can expect at first stuff like the F-111, stuff like the Su-24, stuff like more advanced A-10s, more advanced Harriers, more advanced Su-25s, maybe some bombers, maybe something like that, more interceptors. I would guess that we have the Yak-25 it was leaked like a year ago, and we didn't even see that aircraft yet. So my guess on that is that they are maybe preparing an interceptor line for the Soviets, which would lead to the MiG-25 and MiG-31 and stuff like that. But that's highly unlikely as well in a soonish future, but still. But I think that for the most part, we will see these branches, you know. Of course, I think we will see the Su-27, the F-15, more advanced 4th generation aircraft. In a general sense, because the Su-27 is not like the technology behind it's not too different from the MiG-29. The F-15 is a little bit more than the F-16, right? The objective of the aircraft is different, but still, from an Su-27 to a MiG-29, the technology is basically the same. It's just a bigger aircraft with a bigger radar and more fuel and more missiles, right? But in general, it's kind of the same. So I think this is the first thing. They will branch out for more types of aircraft on rank 8 and complete more of the rank 7 kind of situation. The second thing I think is branching out as well, but I think branching out in a sense of purpose. So, for example, I think, as I said, with the naval Tornado coming for Germany, we can basically say that the Pandora's box is opened. I mean, we can see any anti-ship aircraft right now. Maybe if it's not even that useful, but if it's in the game, the Tornado IDS for Germany, the Marineflieger one, we can see basically anything, right? We can see more aircraft they can do other things, but are specialized on doing anti-ship, for example, or there is a big part of it. They can add more missiles to it. I even did a video talking about the missiles that can be added right now for the aircraft that are going to be added and are added right now to the game. So in that way, you can already see a lot of countries having anti-ship and different types of weaponry. But not only that, you know, if they actually add the proper modes, or even if it's just against AI for now, and like anti-ship against AI and stuff, we can still kind of figure out that many aircraft will receive that, and we will probably see more aircraft having that. And not only that, also with anti-radiation and other types of missions as well, which would be amazing. I would love to see that. So yeah, we will probably see some versions of aircraft that we already have in game with wild weasels kind of missions behind it, or something like that. Can be event vehicles, can be tech 3 vehicles. We have many options. And yeah, I think it's just a very cool factor of the game, these kind of implementations of stuff that, I mean, it needs to be added, right? I understand a lot of people were commenting that these missiles are useless in the game, and I kind of agree that they are kind of useless, but still, it doesn't matter, man. They need to be added. Eventually they will become useful, and they're creating the demand, right? So if the missile is there and it's not going to be used at all, I mean, they're probably going to add more ships and stuff like that for you to actually use it. At least it's going to be useful, very useful on some simulator battles, at least, you know. So yeah, you can take that from it. And I think the third and last one is, not only they are going to branch out, but not too far, and not going to just branch out in the sense of the same aircraft, but I think the anti-ship is confirming that they are branching out in the type of aircraft as well, and missiles and stuff. I think on the weaponry department, they will branch out in the sense of capabilities of missiles, air-to-air missiles, right? So we had that with the R-73. They said that they wanted to add the R-73, but it was too unbalanced. And also, there is a technical reason behind it that they cannot add the R-73 properly right now. If you haven't seen my dev server videos, you probably figured out that if you were flying very slow with the MiG-29, the missile would just go completely mad and would not hit anything. And that is a problem that I see on the SRAM as well sometimes, you know. But I think it's a problem with cross-vectoring missiles in the game or something like that. They say that they have to actually add the coding for AOA sensors to the missiles or something like that. So yeah, it's a problem, a technical problem, together with a balancing problem as well. They already said that the Python 3, for example, it's too advanced for now. The Python 3 would be more towards the R-73 than the R-60M, for example, or something like that. So yeah, I think they will branch out a little bit more on that. Not initially, because as you saw, we had the normal R-60s for the MLD, for example, and A9Hs for the F-14 until now. And I think the R-60M and the A9L, they are the correct step up. I think they still need to add the A9P4 for some of the aircraft that don't deserve to have the A9L because they are already too good or something like that. The P4 would be a little bit less energy and it would turn less, but the sensor itself is basically the same as the A9L. So that would make it kind of a balancing purposes for many aircraft that can be added, right? So, but in a general sense, I think they will step up during next year, having better missiles, because it's not only a factor of having the better missile, it's a factor of we will need these better missiles to deal with these targets. It doesn't matter the aircraft that you are actually flying, but we will need these missiles to actually deal with targets such as F-16 and MiG-29 and more, right? Because the aircraft itself, they turn a lot more than the older ones. They have a lot more flares, or they have big flares, and it's harder to actually hit the target. So yeah, we will just need better missiles to deal with these targets, especially for older aircraft that don't have anything right now, right? So yeah, it's a problem. So these are the three things that I think we are going to see in rank 8. Remember, don't get too like impatient about this, because I think it's going to take a time until we see like properly Fox 3 missiles and PESA and IASA radars and stuff like that. I think the F-15 is close, the Su-27 is close, but beyond that, it's probably, I mean, we have to wait like probably 2 years, 3 years. Probably we will remain in the 80s, adding many types of aircraft in that for like 1, 2, 3 years maybe. Maybe a little bit less, maybe not that much, but still, it's not 3 years, but maybe at least 1 or 2, right? But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think the rank 8 will be, especially next year. If you agree with my positions on it. And yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 15,000 subscribers until the end of the year. We have 2.7 thousand to go. So a lot, but still, I think it's manageable. Hopefully the patch is coming out tomorrow. And if it's releasing tomorrow, I will be here covering everything. My internet is kind of back, so I don't want to just, you know, say it and then it just blows it up, but still. And me and my girl are moving out, so it's kind of crazy right now, but I will be doing a lot of videos, okay? I see you guys on the next one. Subscribe and bye, guys. See you.